Andre,
Yeah.
did you understand what I said? That this time the cancer has progressed to stage 4?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Well, we're fighters. I mean, we've done this before. We can do it again, right? So what's our game plan? I mean, chemo, radiation.
Everything that we could use, chemo, radiation, drugs. I'm just afraid that it's not going to be enough to cure Andre's cancer.
I mean, we came to you because you're the doctor and you're supposed to have all the answers and you're supposed to fix him and make him better. And I just don't understand when you say that there's nothing that you can do. I mean, there must be something that we can do.
I understand that this is a tough prognosis to hear, and I feel really bad having to tell you guys this. But unfortunately, there is nothing else. I can look and see if there's any clinical trials out there for what he has, and see if there's anything. But as for now, I think the best course of treatment would just be to admit him and get him feeling comfortable. How does that sound to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, I'll be back. I'll give you guys some time to discuss this, and I'm going to go put in the admission orders, okay? I was able to find one.
Okay.
But I should let you know that it didn't have too promising of results.
Well, what? Tell me what kind of numbers are we looking at?
Well, only 5% of the participants were able to live past a year.
5%. That's not very good.
I understand. I want you to just understand the reality of it. So that's why I'm telling you these numbers up front.
Okay. And what kind of side effects?
So it's going to be the same side effects that you already experienced with the prior chemo. In addition, there's going to be some others.
Just stop. We've been fighting this long enough. It's just not worth it.
I completely understand. I mean, you should take some time to think about it.
I've made up my mind. So
Okay.
just next time you come in, bring Pastor JC. Discuss where we're going from here.
I completely understand that, and
Okay.
I'll do that. Okay.
Thank you.
Andre, I've been looking at this trial that you're on, and it says the survival rate is 5 years, but I really think that we could get that to 10 or 15 years.
Lindsay, just stop. The survival is at best 3 to 6 months. I talked to Dr. Tom. I think we're gonna have to just stop. We can't keep going.
Why would you do that?
Because I don't want to spend the last 3 months of my life sick, throwing up. I want to have a few meals with my wife.
Good afternoon, guys.
What is Pastor JC doing here?
Lindsay, earlier when I was on rounds, Andre had stopped me and asked if I could bring some spiritual support here, so he could talk to them. So I brought Pastor JC along with me this time.
Dying is never an easy thing to cope with, but allow me to share a verse with you. Romans 14:8 proclaims, "If we live to the Lord. So whether we die, we are the Lord's."
Well, no one's dying here. I mean, he still has 6 months, so...
At best. We just talked about that treatment, and I talked to Dr. Thomas, and we're not going to go through with that.
So you're just going to give up?
I don't want to be sick anymore, Linz. I'm tired. I want to spend these last few months with you. This is the right plan.
Lindsay, as his physician, I have to advocate for Andre here in his last moments. We want to make this time as comfortable and peaceful for him as we can.
So where do we go from here? I mean, what do we do next?
we can discuss a couple things as far as what type of medications he wants to be on, if he wants to be sedated or if he wants to be awake. We can help make sure that all his obligations are fulfilled, before that final time comes.
Lindsay, I know this is difficult, but this is why we need to allow Andre to find peace with God, consistent with his priorities.
So I'll just ask you guys a couple more things about how you want this to go and what things you'd like to accomplish before that time comes. Okay.
This is right.
Andre and Lindsay, I just wanted to say that it's been really nice getting to know both of you, and I hope these past 3 months you've been really comfortable and it's been able to go the way that you've wanted it to. I just want to let you know that it's patients like you that make my job rewarding, and it's been a complete pleasure to get to know both of you guys.
Thank you for respecting my choice.
Okay. I'll let you guys have some alone time.
Thank you, Doctor.
May you have peace in these last days. I'll be praying for both of you.
You okay?
Yeah.
Well, it's almost 10:30. Don't you start a new rotation in the morning?
Yeah, it's oncology.
Well, you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
And action! Oh my god.
Andre. I was just setting up the machine and I fell asleep. I'm sorry. I'll go back to work now.
Come, Senator.
Lindsay, the best survival for this is 3 to 6 months at best. That was redundant. Let's try it again. and get infections. I don't want that. Kind of sucks.
Cut.
I want to be able to say I don't want to be sick.
Rectal bleeding.
I don't want to be vomiting, and I want to be able to have a meal with my wife.
Okay, and then look.
I'm not gonna end my life the man that you didn't know. This is terrible.
Go ahead and cut.
I want to discuss this with my wife.
Okay.
He needs to fight! We can't give up now! I told you I don't want to fight this anymore! You gotta keep going! There's a long road ahead, but one man can!